My name's Hannah. I am a small business owner. I run Desert Stickers out of my home here. It is a sticker shop. I also sell some little prints and other stationery products, mostly stickers at the moment. And you can find me at desertstickers.com, or my Instagram and TikTok are Desert Stickers. And then you can also find me on Etsy, where you can purchase stickers there. And today I wanted to talk about how we make a sticker. So let's get to it. So let's talk about what I'll be using to make a sticker. This is my Cricut. This is the cutting machine that I use in order to make stickers. It is the Explore Air 2. You don't need the maker because you won't be cutting through anything super thick. So this one works for me. There are lots of other cutting machines out there, but this is the one that I know well and that I can talk about. This is what the Cricut design space looks like. Ignore my millions and millions of things on my desktop. Sorry about that. It pretty much always looks like that. I organize it about once a week and then it goes back to looking like that after a week of work. But this is the space where you're going to put your design that you're going to be cutting. There's lots of different ways to create designs, and then there's lots of pre-made options out there on Cricut. This video won't be discussing specifically making designs, though I'll probably make another video about how I go about making designs. But this is going to be about creating them, cutting them, and making the actual sticker with the design. So let's go ahead and make one with the design I already have. So we're in a new project right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and upload my design. So let's go ahead and make this yellow lab sticker. I like to click complex. You get all the details that you drew, and then it automatically figures out where the image is. I don't have any background because the way I created it, there is already no background in this area. If you were working from something that did have like a white background, Cricut usually can do a pretty good job of finding that and deleting it for you, or you can kind of manually go in and click what you want it to delete. So I'm going to say apply and continue, and then you want it to be a print then cut image, and I will upload that. Okay, so now you see it uploaded, you click on it, and you say add to canvas. So there it is. It's huge. We obviously probably do not want to make a sticker that big. I mean, maybe you do, but I don't typically. So I'm going to change the size up here to 3 inches tall. This little lock screen right here makes it so that the width changes with the height, so you don't get a distorted image. You can unlock that if you want to do something with it and change it, but I don't want to do that. So I have my one sticker there, but I don't want to waste space, so I'm going to duplicate that and fill up my area with this sticker. And let's see, I think that is about, we might be able to do one more. Let's see if it'll fit. We're about to find out. Okay, it will fit. So I attach them and then I flatten them, and then I click make it. And we get this screen, how it's going to print. And then what you'll do is you'll click continue. I need to turn my Cricut on so that we can find the device. There we go. And then you send to printer. And I always want to use the system dialog because it gives me more control over how it's going to print. and I can select which printer I'm using here. I don't need it to add bleed because the outside is already white, so I don't have any issues with the cut lines being a little bit off on this one. It's totally fine. And then we're gonna click print. For some reason, the print settings always come up behind the actual Cricut design space, which is annoying because you might not know it's there, but it's back here. And then I can control my settings here to my presets for how I like my printer to print. And then I can click print. Okay, so this is my printer. I have it set up here to print where I have the kind of printer where the paper is set up over here. So I like that for stickers, especially because most printers, they'll have that kind of where it wraps around inside the printer, and then you can get some bends in the paper that makes your stickers more likely to curl. So I like a printer that lets me put the paper up here and it comes straight through and there's just less bending throughout the process. So now I'll wait for that to finish printing, and as soon as we have that, we'll get it onto the Cricut to cut. Okay, so we have our design printed, and I'm gonna go ahead and place it on the mat here for cutting. Okay, so we get that pressed down and lined up with the edges there. It looks like that. And then we wanna make these more waterproof. So what I'm gonna do next, before we cut, is add laminating sheets over the top. These are the Avery laminating sheets that I like to use to make my stickers more waterproof. They're easier to apply than a lot of other laminating sheets out there. They're not in a roll or anything like that. And then they also have this really nice little tab area where I'm gonna peel off this top strip and I can stick it down before I actually peel off the rest of it, so it gives it somewhere to anchor, and then I can smoothly place it over the sticker design. So I'll show you that now. Okay, so personally I find my Cricut works best if I don't go over these cut lines with the laminating sheet. So what I'm gonna do is cut it down to size. I measured exactly where I want it to be. And then I'm gonna cut these pieces that I can use as tape or over other smaller projects in the future. Now we have the sheet in the size that we need. And I'll remove this tab. Now, we're gonna line it up and put it down. It's really nice that it's anchored like this while I'm pulling up the rest of the sheet, and I just pull across smoothly like that. And then I like to use a long flat surface. I just use my same cutting tool and just run across it like this to smooth out any possible air bubbles. I find that works better than a lot of other options I've tried in getting it smooth across the whole thing. Okay, so now we're ready to cut. So I'm gonna insert this into my Cricut here. Press the load button. And then you press the little Cricut button to get it started with cutting. Okay, now that the stickers are done cutting, we're gonna remove them from the cutting sheet. So I just use the weeding tool to pick up the edge, and then we peel it back and we get a bunch of stickers. Personally, I like to kind of bend the cutting board so we get less bend in the stickers when I'm removing them. And that's how I do that. Just remove all of these. Okay, so here is the end result, this cute little waterproof yellow lab sticker. It is shiny because of that laminate that we put over the top, and that's also what's making it waterproof. This is great for if you're selling to customers or if you're just making designs for yourself to put stickers on things that you love. I do it for myself and to sell, and I make all kinds of things. So it's really an awesome tool that I've used for a while now. I actually got the Cricut as a birthday present a couple of years ago and just started looking at what can I make. And that's how I got started with selling stickers, because I started creating my own for my own purposes and then eventually started selling them. So I highly recommend this method to anyone who is interested in making stickers. It's been very successful for me. I'm probably going to make more videos like this where we talk about how to make sticker designs and how I do that, other things that I do for my sticker business. There's quite a few things that I could give little tutorials on, and we can go more into depth in certain steps if anyone's interested in that. But I will keep you posted on what's next and what I'm putting out there. I haven't had a lot of experience on YouTube yet, but I'm trying to put out some of these tutorials, maybe some shop vlogs and stuff like that. So let me know what you'd be interested in. Click the subscribe button. Click the subscribe button so that you can see what else I'm coming out with. Thank you for being here.